and says who.
Well, that's the opening.
Yeah.
Hello and says who.
Hello and welcome to the Says Who podcast with Kat and Tip.
Hello.
Hello, you okay?
I'm alright, thank you.
Good.
How's things?
Things are just wonderful at the moment. I definitely don't have any issues with my flat at the moment. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. We are recording remotely, partly due to Kat's issues. She's currently in the process of fumigating to a certain extent.
It's great. So I'm a bit high on pesticide at the minute, to be honest.
Yeah, which personally I can't wait to see how that plays out.
I'm just so tired.
If you hear just like a sudden thud, that's Kat's head just hitting her desk and passing out.
Oh, it's fine. It's just a headache. I don't know if I'm supposed to be breathing in any of this, but it's fine.
My gut instinct says no.
Well, my dad said, well, they wouldn't sell it to you if it was that bad.
Wise words.
Yeah.
Also famous last words.
Yeah. It's fine. It's just over the counter stuff. I just had some dead plants that I didn't look after very well, hence the death. And some bugs thought it'd be a great idea to.
Anyway, welcome to the Says Who podcast, where we talk news, reviews, and all things Who. This week, happy birthday!
Oh yeah, it is my birthday. Well, not today. On Friday.
I was actually talking about the 1 year anniversary of the pod, but it's also your birthday soon. Yeah.
Can you make it clear? Because I don't even know my own name at the minute. Yeah, happy 1 year birthday, pod.
1 year of the podcast, but also in a few days from when this is going out, it is little Kat's birthday.
It is, yeah.
So
everyone has to be nice to me.
Everyone has to be nice to her in her intoxicated state.
You're making it sound like I sniffed the can. I didn't.
I don't know how much
Solvent abuse is a real thing, okay? And I don't do it.
Yeah.
You know what? What I will say is the theatre and education people that did used to come around to the primary school and say, don't do drugs, kids, genuinely stuck with me because I'm terrified of anything.
Did the theatre and education people that came to your school go, don't huff glue? Like...
Yeah, but really, really scarily. It did. I was really scared to when people are like, oh, this Pritt stick smells really nice. I'd be like, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't go there.
It's a slippery slope.
It honestly. Is. Don't do it.
1 minute you're sniffing PVA, the next you shoot it up in a back alley.
Do you know what I mean? It's a slippery slope. And yeah, it genuinely terrified me. So good job, guys. You did it.
This might be the most unhinged start to an episode that we've had so far.
Oh gosh, I apologise.
Shall we get into what we actually are going to be talking about today?
Yes.
So we're going to be talking about a little episode of 60s Doctor Who. I say episode, 12 episodes.
Hold on. A little episode of 60s Who. That's so underwhelming.
Yeah,
okay.
I know. It was an intentional understatement. Yeah.
It was a joke.
Mm-hmm.
It was a joke. Mm-hmm.
I'm right, let me tell you something about the Daleks Master Plan. Yeah, we're talking about Daleks Master Plan.
Yeah.
As the newly found episodes came out this weekend. But before that...
How incredible is that? Oh.
We've got some news.
Before that. Oh my god. We do?
Yeah, well, it's been a while since we've done a little news segment because we've had interviews and guests and, So
this isn't news?
No, it's fairly new.
Do I know the news?
Yeah, well, we'll find out. So it's just a quick little news catch up, a couple of little things. The first one is that the TV movie is going to be coming to the BFI for a
Hell yeah!
special screening later next month for the 30th anniversary celebrations. Obviously, we're also getting that lovely 4K Blu-ray Steelbook home media release.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, and we're getting that
Great
4K
artwork.
restoration on the big screen at the BFI South Bank. Also, there's going to be a Q&A with Jeffrey Sachs and Paul McGann, which will be really cool. They've changed the date of it. Originally, it was Saturday the 16th, and now it's the Sunday the 17th. I think Paul's got some other commitments with a con or something.
Yeah, it's a con.
So, yeah, the little Sunday morning at the BFI. Tickets go on sale.
That's great.
This Friday, if you listen to this when it comes out. They go on sale this
10th of April.
Friday afternoon. Yeah.
Which means I have to get tickets because it's my birthday. So they can't not give me tickets.
It'd be very rude if they didn't.
It's not allowed, you know?
Next little bit of news. Speaking of the TV movie, Daphne Ashbrook is coming back to Big Finish.
Yeah, I saw that. Did you see that?
I did. That's why I'm including it in the news.
Yeah.
She's she's coming back to do a little...
That's really exciting, isn't it?
Little thing with Paul in the Time War Uncharted series.
They dropped it on April Fool's Day, and I was like, I don't know whether... I was like, okay, I fall for every single one of them. So I just stayed off Twitter. I was like, I'm not going to do it to myself this year. And I saw that. I was like, are you tricking me? Alas.
Yeah.
They were not.
They were not.
And it's very exciting.
Yeah, speaking of April Fools, if you want to head over to the old YouTube channel and check out my most recent video, enjoy
it's
that.
Very good.
I had some interesting... I think some people fell for it. Some people went, this is class. Some people... I attracted the wrong side of the fandom.
Yeah.
But it was interesting nonetheless.
My favourite comments were, I thought I was in enemy territory. They're my favourite ones.
Yeah.
When someone was like, I'm confused as to why I was subscribed to you, and then I realised it was April Fool's.
Yeah, so Daphne Ashbrook is coming back. She is going to be voicing the character Hieronyma Friend, who has popped up. I looked into this because I've not listened to any of the Paul McGann Time War stuff. But in this new little Uncharted series, this character has popped up, played by the actors of different companions of Paul's Doctor. In different, so Helen's actor, Careers, Audacity. So now Daphne Ashbrook is going to be playing her. Don't really know what that's about. I'm sure the people that are listening to this are very excited. It's intrigued me. So
yeah, I'm excited to give it a listen.
I
am a big Finnish person now, so
this is true. You've gone on a big
I'm transformed, guys. I've transformed.
Yeah.
I've grown as a person.
But yeah, that's coming out. That is in the next volume of Time War Uncharted called Branches, which is out. Scanning the web page. That is out soon. Don't know. Couldn't find a date.
Does it not say? Oh, okay. TBC.
More Big Finish news. A certain Mr. David Tennant is coming back for more 10th Doctor adventures.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah. Starting next summer. So it's a while off. But
he's a busy man.
He's a very busy man. Well, to be fair, it sounds like they've already been I wouldn't be surprised if they've already been recorded.
Yeah.
Because they get these things lockdown.
I'm amazed how quickly, like, Nick runs a tight ship.
Mm.
Like, the 11 Doctor's Adventures box set was recorded in 3 days.
Yeah.
3 episodes in 3 days. Like, go on.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tennant's coming back for 15 more hour-long full-cast audio adventures.
15?
15. The first 12 of those are going to be released bi-monthly, so kind of like what they're doing with the
that's fun.
the Chris Eccleston stuff and the Jodie Whittaker stuff. And then the other 3 are going to apparently make up a new box set where he's going to be teaming up with some other incarnations. So I'm assuming it's going to be
really
more
fun.
like the out of time stuff where he met up. Like there's one with Tom, there's one with Peter, one with Colin. You'd imagine maybe you'd continue that and you'd have one with Sylv, one with Paul, one with Chris.
Could you imagine?
Maybe.
Could
Or
you
they
imagine?
go back and they have him with the voice actors for 1, 2, and 3. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll do something, but they'll just pair him up with Jodie. I don't know.
I would quite like to hear that.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Who knows?
But yeah, they're a little while off yet. They're not going to be coming out till next summer. But yeah, it's a cool little thing. Speaking of Doctor actors returning, I hope you're enjoying my segues through these, by the way. I've structured it strategically.
You're doing so well.
Thank you, sweetie. Christopher Eccleston had this to say when somebody asked him at the Chicago Comics and Entertainment Expo a couple of weeks ago about returning to the show. And he basically said, I've thought about it, not with the guys that are running it now. But then went on to say, I've got the quote, I'll get my Salford on.
Go on.
Here's the thing. Doctor Who's written for boys. There's never been a female showrunner of Doctor Who. So my dream is this. There was a little girl who was, 6, 7, 8 in 2005 when my series went out. And she gets the job. And she asked me back. I'd go back like a shot.
So basically what he said is, Kat, you were born then. That's the age you were. You're meant to be the next showrunner. And if you asked me to come back, I'd say yeah. That's exactly what he said. That was the quote.
Honestly, that's very close to your dream sentence, isn't it?
I don't know where you're going with this.
Just like, I asked Christopher Eccleston and he said, yeah, absolutely, I'll be back in a shot.
Yeah. Because I could not handle being the showrunner of Doctor Who.
So that brings us to the end of the news. And I'm just going to close my blinds because it suddenly got very dark in here. So you entertain the people, Kat.
I'll eat my Belvita instead.
I've not got
my headphones on, so I can't
hear you.
Oh, yeah. Well, when you listen to this back, you're going to have a great listen. My question was, I thought you had a colour change light bulb. Yeah. Yeah, well, you can listen back to that.
Oh, great. I look forward to it. I might just leave that in.
No, you can. I don't think I say anything bad on it.
We'll find out, won't we? We'll find out together, everyone.
But I am eating a Belvita through the mic, so...
Oh, good. Right, so, shall we move on to today's main topic?
Yes.
Oh, the joys of remote recording. In fact, I don't even think that was a lag.
I don't have your energy in the room. No, it wasn't.
It wasn't lag. Kat was just getting biscuit out of their teeth.
Belvita out of my teeth. Absolutely.
Okay, so the Daleks Master Plan. It's a 12-episode behemoth of a story from season 3. back in 1965 with old Billy Hartnell. Also Peter
I love
Purvis.
him.
Peter Purvis
Yeah.
as Stephen and Adrienne Hill as Katerina, who's recently joined the TARDIS. It's also Nicholas Courtney's first appearance in Doctor Who, but not as the Brigadier, but
Nice,
as another character. And we get Jean Marsh as Sarah Kingdom. Who else we got? Kevin Stoney as Mavic Chen. More on that in a bit.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, but so for context, I had never seen this story before.
I completely forgot you'd never seen the Daleks Master Plan before.
I'd never seen it. I knew what it was.
You don't reconstruct, do you? You don't like the reconstructions.
No, I don't. I don't mind a recon. It was just previously there were only 3 episodes of this that survived, which meant watching a 12 episode serial. So like almost like what 4.5 hours of telly.
Yeah, I did it.
And 9 episodes of which don't exist. That was a bit much for me. But
yeah,
with these new episodes coming out, I was like, well, I've got to watch them because we're going to have to talk about them on the pod. But that makes it sound like a chore. I was really excited and was like, oh, I've got to watch these. And
here's
then
my
also,
excuse,
let's knuckle in. And also, like, almost half of it is back now. So I could stomach it a little bit more, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, I'm intrigued to see what your thoughts are.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to reserve a sort of overall take until the end, and we'll go through sort of episode by episode. Would you like to? Are you going to join me on that, or do you want to give me your overall thoughts? Okay, cool.
No, I'm going to join you. I'm going to join you on this adventure.
Oh.
Because normally it's me not having seen something, and then you get to be like, "Oh, I've seen it," but this time I saw something and you haven't. So I'm excited to hear what you say, and then I can say things.
Yeah, you've beaten me to it.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, and it was fairly recently as well.
Yeah, exactly. So I might be relying on you for some context.
I don't know if you should do that.
But I did take the liberty of writing down
color coding.
I've made quite a few notes, and they are color coded. I'm quite happy with that. But I had to make notes because I was like, it's 12 episodes of this. I need.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I watched this all in a day.
That's kind of crazy.
Not in one sitting. Not in one sitting.
Oh, okay.
I gotta say, I did it.
I remember when I watched the War Games in one sitting in one day, and that was an experience.
That's heavy.
I couldn't imagine doing that with the Daleks Master Plan.
Well, the thing is, it's not really designed to be consumed like when it was made.
No.
It was made to be 20 minutes a week, and this story unfolded over 3 months. I watched it in one one Good Friday. But I've got to say, I really enjoyed myself doing it. Like I had a good time. I have that doesn't necessarily reflect my opinions of all of the episodes.
Good.
But
it'd be silly. Yeah.
Yeah, like I enjoyed. I chunked it up into 3 sittings. So I did the first 4.
Okay.
Then went and did some bits. I was dog sitting, so
naturally,
all
Teddy!
of that.
Yeah.
And then watched another 4, which the dog was very much not interested in. Although that 4 does include the Feast of Stephen, so fair. And then later on in the evening, I watched the final 4. But I took the liberty of writing down a brief summary of the plot.
Okay,
because I did get to the end of it and go,
what was that?
yeah, like I can sort of I can remember lots of bits, but I'm not really entirely sure how they stitch together. So
that's pretty much my basic thought on the Daleks Master Plan.
Yeah,
and I think it's the same for a lot of people as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just trying to you sit and consume them, and then you just sit there and you go, how can I word this?
How can I word?
How do I put all of my many thoughts into a coherent sentence?
I imagine that's a sort of internal question you ask yourself on a daily basis.
All of the time. Yeah.
Well,
it is, yeah.
Speaking of many thoughts, I've got one side of A4 that lays out the plot of this serial. So I'm quickly going to run through it.
Let's just do it. Don't quickly run through it. Let's just sit and do it.
Just for the benefit of anyone who's maybe not seen it or only watched the 2 new episodes that have come out recently or hasn't seen it in a while, whatever. I'm going to quickly run through it. So, the Doctor, Stephen and Katerina land on the planet Kemble. Brett steals the TARDIS key from the Doctor. Brett is one of the space security agents who we meet in the first episode. Brett steals the TARDIS key from the Doctor, attempting to take control of the ship. The Doctor discovers the Daleks, and we meet their newest ally, Mavic Chen, guardian of the solar system. That's basically episode 1. Episode 2. Brett, Stephen and Katerina find the Doctor.
Is it the solar system, or is it just that bit of the galaxy?
No, he's guardian of the solar system.
And then there's the other people are the bits of the galaxy, aren't they?
The other delegates. They're like from across the Brett, Stephen and Katerina find the Doctor. The Daleks begin burning down the jungle and conduct the first delegate meeting with several aliens from across the galaxy. There you go. With the aim of creating the Time Destructor, a weapon of mass destruction. The final element needed is Terranium, which is provided by Mavic Chen. The Travellers, accompanied by Brett, take over Chen's ship, and the Doctor steals the Terranium core. Cool. So I was all on board for the plot thus far.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, this
first three
makes sense.
The first 3 episodes, like, you can see where it's heading.
Absolutely.
100%.
The first 3 or 4, I think, are tight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Episode 3. The Doctor decides they must return to Earth to alert the Space Security Service of the Daleks' plot, but the ship crashes on the prison planet Desperus. They must repair the ship before they're attacked by the prisoners or are found by the Daleks. As they're about to escape, Katerina is captured by one of the prisoners who has snuck on board. Cliffhanger. Da da da. Sorry. Do-ee-oo. Episode 4. In Katerina's struggle, she presses a button opening the airlock door, jettisoning.
Come on.
That's really difficult to say. Jettisoning her and her captor out into the vacuum of space. Sorry, I slightly undercut the really tragic death of Katerina there by
I was going to say
fucking up the word jettisoning.
Also, you just said it so matter of fact, which is great.
That's what that's what I'm trying for with this. It's just there's no emotion. This is just bam bam bam.
There is zero emotion for the tragedy that is. I remember watching it. No, I
was going to say we'll get to it. We'll get to it. This is just the facts.
I know.
This is black and white.
It's hard for me. It's hard for I don't black and white. I don't do black and white.
Mavic Chen assigns security agent Sarah Kingdom to apprehend the Travellers and recover the Terranium core. The Doctor, Stephen and Brett meet with an old friend of Brett's to inform him of the Daleks' plan, but the Doctor works out that he is in league with Chen, prompting Brett to kill him. Sarah finds Brett and kills him. Episode 5. Sarah finds the Doctor and Stephen, but the 3 of them are accidentally exposed to an experiment that transports them to the planet Myra. Sarah reveals that Brett was her brother, and the Daleks arrive on Myra and trap the Travellers. Episode 6. The Doctor and friends escape in the Dalek ship, but they are able to remotely control it. The Doctor makes a fake Terranium core, which they hand over to the Daleks, and then escape in the TARDIS. Episode 7. The TARDIS lands on Earth outside a police station in 1965. There's some hijinks with some coppers and a bloke who's lost his greenhouse. Then they leave again to do a load of slapstick comedy in a 1920s film set. Back in the TARDIS, the Doctor makes a Christmas toast. Episode 8. The Daleks.
That's just a Christmas episode, though, isn't it?
Oh, Christ. Episode 8. The Daleks discover the Terranium core is fake and pursue the TARDIS. The Doctor lands on the planet Tidus, where they bump into the meddling monk, who seeks revenge on the Doctor by removing the TARDIS's keyhole. The Doctor does some bullshit with his ring to reverse it, and they get back into the TARDIS and watch some New Year's fireworks celebrations. Episode 9. The TARDIS lands in Egypt, closely followed by both the monk and the Daleks. The monk attempts to form an alliance with Mavic Chen and tries to obtain the core from the Doctor. Episode 10. It turns out the Doctor bested the monk, wrapping him up in bandages and trapping him in a sarcophagus. The monk joins Sarah and Stephen in trying to find the Doctor, but when the Daleks find them, he gives up the others as hostages. The Doctor has no choice but to give the Daleks the core in exchange for his friends. He also steals the directional unit from the monk's TARDIS, marooning him. Episode 11. Mavic Chen returns to Kemble with the Terranium core, ready to conquer the universe. The other delegates dislike Chen's display of superiority, so he kills one in retaliation. Stephen and Sarah lose the Doctor in the jungles of Kemble and release the other delegates so they can warn their people before being captured by Chen. Episode 12. Once getting the Terranium core from Chen, the Daleks exterminate him. The Doctor tells Stephen and Sarah to return to the TARDIS, but Sarah comes back to help him. He activates the Time Destructor, and then they try to get back to the ship as the machine ages the planet around them, and eventually Sarah, to dust. The Daleks are reduced to nothing. Stephen reverses the effects of the Time Destructor and brings the Doctor back into the TARDIS. End.
There's so much I want to say.
Yes. So
I think you did really well to get it down to the bare bones like that.
Thank you. I'm hoping there's nothing in there that I've just completely misunderstood.
That's how I read it.
Okay. There's nothing there you were like, no.
No.
There is one bit that I was slightly confused by, but we'll come to it.
Go on. Okay.
We'll come to it, because it's in the last episode. It's in the last bit.
Oh, okay. The last episode is my favourite episode.
Interesting. Okay.
So
we'll start with, for anyone that's somehow unaware, 2 of these episodes were previously thought missing and were junked by the BBC were returned to the archives this weekend.
Yep.
Because they were found by UK charity Film is Fabulous, who focus on finding and restoring and archiving film and television. And these came from a collector who passed away, whose remains anonymous, but they were donated to the charity, and they've been able to restore them and return them to the BBC, which is really, really cool.
They look amazing.
They look so good.
They look so crisp.
Yeah, like the
restoration work on it is impeccable.
Yeah, it's so great. I mean, we spoke about it a few weeks back, and it's like, of all of there's like 90 odd episodes of classic Doctor Who that's missing.
Yeah.
And of all of those, the Daleks Master Plan as a story is one of those that is probably in like the top 3 that people want more episodes of to come back. Like,
I wanted, when I was like, oh, okay, like, when I was asked what missing episode, like, what do you want it to be? And
it's going to be Macro Terror, isn't it?
Obviously, Macro Terror was one of them. Obviously, it was Macro, Tomb, and then Daleks Master Plan. Not Tomb, Moon Base. And
yes, I'd really like to see the Moon Base, actually.
Me too.
Yeah. Although I really like the animation.
Oh, I like the animation too. But there's like one specific bit of the animation that I'd love to see, like, as the original broadcast version, action. Like, done properly. Yeah. But yeah, I was chuffed when they found these 2 episodes, especially because when I watched them over Christmas, I even said when I was talking about each episode, my first comment for episode 1 was, I really, really wish that this first episode was live action and it wasn't a reconstruction. I was like, this is the, like, because I enjoyed the second episode too so much. I really, really wanted the first episode. So when it was found, I was like, my prayers, I manifested this.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really happy that, I'm happy that we've got anything that's been recovered.
Yeah.
It's a real treat because they're believed gone forever.
Yeah, and then
it's like, what? They exist, they're back. Like,
yeah,
it's really, really cool. It's lovely that we get Nicholas Courtney's first appearance in the show.
Oh, he's such a baby. He looks so young.
We've got obviously Adrienne Hill as Katerina, who there was only like one episode of her.
Yeah. It's so nice to see her like full set somewhat.
Yeah, we're missing her first and then
like a tiny
bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really nice that we've got a bit more of her. Sarah Kingdom, we get her first episode as well. Jean Marsh.
Yeah.
It's great, and I think I'm really happy that it was these 2 episodes that we got, because you've now got that 1, 2, 3 stretch of the opening, and also that's my favourite little chunk.
Yeah. Me too.
And I don't know if
episode.
it's I don't know if it's just because I was going into them excited and knowing that, oh my god, this is new classic Who that's not been seen before, or if the fact that I'm watching the reconstructions rather than the originals of the later episodes, if that's kind of sort of dampened my enthusiasm for them. But
no,
I thought these first 3 were like
they're
really,
the most
really strong.
coherent, and like I think it kind of, Dalek Master Plan follows the same kind of thing. I don't know what the word is. My brain isn't braining, but that most of the classic serials fall into, where you get a really strong start and then in the middle it's a bit like, where are we going to go for this? And it either lands or it doesn't. And I think with the Daleks Master Plan, that's what we've got. A really strong start, and now you can really see the strong start. And my favourite thing about these newfound episodes are, there are so many, when I was listening to the reconstruction, that you miss. Like, there are some really funny facial expressions. It, like, the face acting paired with the voice, with just the voice alone, you don't get some of those like comedic like things that come out, and just the life that it brings. Like, I do feel like although the reconstructions are great, don't get me wrong, there was like I think it's in like episode 3, Nicholas Courtney does like a little face before he says about the doctor being a granddad or whatever. What's up, a grandpa or whatever, his little face, and that you can't read that on because it doesn't show it on the reconstruction, so
it just elevates it, doesn't it?
You don't know that happened, but then when you see it, like, I laughed and was like, that's really funny, that's great. Like, I was just so elated after being like, physically being like, oh, I really, really, really wish that we had these episodes, because I know that there's more to this. And then after seeing it, I was like, yes, now I want all of it. Now I'm greedy.
Yeah.
Now I'm being greedy and I want all of it. But I do, back to my original point before I squirreled, I do think the first 3-4 episodes are the strongest, to follow the plot. Then I think in the middle, I remember referencing it, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it with my chest. The middle part feels like what the chase should have been. It feels more like the chase than what the chase does.
Yeah, it's interesting that you bring that comparison up, because I know that you really don't like the chase.
It's not that I really don't like it. I just think that they could have done so much with it. And
Yeah.
I think the premise is so good. And the concept is like there. It just wasn't executed how it needed to be. And that's the issue that I take with it. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because I made that exact note that like in the middle it becomes the chase.
The chase.
Yeah.
Yeah. But just a better version of what we already got from the chase.
But
I do
I
think
have
it sticks the
thoughts on
landing. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
We'll get there. But I do think the ending, where it could have failed or like paid off, I do think it pays off. And I don't think it would have paid off if it wasn't for the last episode being what was originally broadcast. I think if it was a reconstruction, then I don't think it would have stuck it.
Yeah.
But I really, 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 really love the last episode. But let's start at the first episode, because let's not do what I do and jump to the end.
Yeah, maybe this will help with us having I've got my color coded notes here with a structure.
You did this. You knew my brain was going to be like this.
I knew you were going to be infected by pesticide this week. I mean, the first thing I want to say about this, and it's the thing that stuck out to me the most whilst watching this.
Wait. Can we say it together? Because I think we're going to say the same thing. Can we say it on 3?
Okay, sure.
1, 2, 3.
This is
Direction.
gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is
cool.
Beautiful
shot.
And I think that really adds to. I think it really added to my enjoyment of the story. And maybe that's part an element of why I didn't enjoy the later episodes as much, because I'm not able to see what Douglas Camfield is doing with the camera, and I've just got still shots. I actually watched for the.
Did you lose canon?
I didn't. I watched Josh Snare's animations.
So did I. Hold on. What do you mean animations? What do you mean animations? There was more than one?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They're
Are you kidding me?
They're unlisted though, so I had to do a bit of Googling to find them.
Okay, because I found one and was like, this is amazing. Josh, why did you only do one? So then I watched the reconstructions because I only thought there was one, and now you're telling me that there's more. That makes me sad. I wish. Can you show me how I can watch them, please? Because I really need to.
There are a couple that aren't on there. I think a couple maybe got copyright struck or whatever. But yeah, for most of them, I watched his animations, which they're sort of quite. I don't mean this as an insult. They're quite rudimentary sort of. It's like a halfway house between a sort of a telesnap reconstruction and a full sort of animation with models and stuff. He's recreated these sets and added some movement, and you've just got the still frames of the characters, but moving in, and it really helped for me.
I can't believe there was more. I genuinely can't believe it.
So thank you to Josh Nares for having taken the time to do this and everything else you do, Josh Nares. Thank you very much. But this story is so stylish and just really, really. I don't know. There's something I noticed is there's rarely a point where the camera isn't moving. It's such dynamic camera work. And if the camera ever is still, it's because it's moved and tracked or zoomed or panned or whatever to get to that point and done something really interesting to get there, or it's a really dynamic image Like the one that springs to mind is that first shot of the Dalek
Daleks, yeah.
where it cuts
they're
to
looking
sort
up
of
them.
from
Yeah.
like a low angle, and he's kind
Yeah.
of towering above.
And you're looking up at them.
Oh my god, that is gorgeous.
Amazing, isn't it? Absolutely incredible. When I first saw that, I was like, yes.
Yeah. And
So good.
that immediately communicates, I think, especially because
Threat.
yeah, and the last time we saw the Daleks was in the chase where they were being pushed off, the Mary Celeste, and
yeah, they weren't taken as seriously as they should have been.
Yeah, it was a more
more
pulpy
comedic,
sort
wasn't
of 60s romp, where this time
they weren't
it's
going
going
for that tone.
Yeah, it's going, no, this is bleak, and they like the kill count, like the death count in this story is like heavy. And I'm sure we'll come to that in a moment. But just the whole thing's so stylish, and I think the lighting is really like in the jungle on Kemble.
That's a nice segue.
Go
because
on.
I absolutely agree. Because if I don't say what I'm about to say, I think I might burst. I absolutely adore, and this is how I felt when I don't know if you know I'm doing my classic rewatch. When I fell in love. What? You do what? When I love Classic Who anyway, but I fell deeply in love with Classic Who, specifically through first to second Doctor era, because of how fantastic the built sets are. I love the location work on Third Doctor Plus. I think it really builds the atmosphere and really kind of takes you into that world. Really good for world building, blah blah blah. Love it. It's great. However, the built physical sets that they construct to create these worlds, 9 times out of 10 are just absolute perfection.
Yeah.
And the Daleks Master Plan, I really, really, really enjoyed the episodes that we did originally have, because I got to see the world that they were creating. And I was completely fixated on it. So being able to see it move and see it kind of how it was intended, I was just in utter awe. I think they're built fantastically. You wouldn't believe, if you weren't looking, you wouldn't believe that it's just a constructed set.
Yeah.
It feels so real, especially the jungle. It's so real. The only thing that you get taken out of, and again, it's if you're looking or if you have that kind of eye, is just where you can see where they've had to clear space for the Daleks. It's just maneuvering the Daleks around the set. That's the only thing that sometimes takes you out of it, but where you can tell you can tell that this is a set because I've had to clear that space so that Dalek can go around that way or go up there or come onto the screen for that, whatever. That's the only thing where there's a niggle. But it's lit beautifully. It feels so claustrophobic in that jungle. And you're there and you look for the Daleks because you're like, where are they? When are they going to come?
Yeah.
They're lurking. All of it feels, the tone is perfection. And it just really elevates all of the really good character work and acting that we get to see throughout the first 3 episodes. It's honestly phenomenal.
I think the fact that it's covered in shadow, the whole, and the scene where Brett, Nicholas Courtney, leaves his I don't know what you'd call him, his mate, that's no.
I was gonna say friend, buddy.
his old buddy, old pal, that's no, leave me, go.
Yeah.
As he walks into the background, he sort of does disappear. The black point of the image is really nice. You do kind of believe that he's disappeared into the ether. It's really, really nicely shot. It gave some real I got some real German expressionist vibes from it. Dr. Caligari sort of like just how everything's like bathed in shadow, and
Yeah.
as you say, it kind of adds to that kind of like tense sort of horror thriller
like
kind of vibe that you believe that, because you can't quite see that back wall of the studio set, in the darkness there just behind that tree there might be a Dalek that's going to come out. And
come out.
There's a bit in episode 2 where just how the Daleks are shot, like it really feels like I don't know what Douglas Camfield's done to get this effect, but it really feels like the eye stalk of the Daleks is like bulging out. Like,
do you know what? Yeah, because I was watching these episodes and I did a refresher course. I did a refresher run last night as well, and I just remember chuckling to myself, going, "Chunky boys. Do they not look really chunky? They look like really
chunky.
big and like chunky and like domineering."
Yeah.
Do you not
that's
like?
and that's
I don't
what
know.
I mean. I think that adds to that threat. They really feel like little tanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they feel solid. Like,
yeah,
there's something like heavy and really like, I don't know. Yeah, but there's talking about the sets as well. There's a really nice bit. I think it might be in episode 3. I know we're jumping ahead slightly, but
is it the marshland? If you're gonna say the marshland,
no, I mean that is cool. That is really cool.
Are you talking about inside the spaceship, the outdoory stars?
No, but
bit. Okay,
we'll come to that.
Maybe I'll let you talk about that. Maybe I'll let you talk.
No, just that like delegate like conference room set.
Oh yeah.
Like that. I mean, that must be a massive set, because there's a point, I'm sure it's in the 3rd episode, where a Dalek comes from the background all the way to the foreground.
It does, yeah.
And it does such a long, like, I was going to say walk, but trundle.
Glide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it comes all the way down, and it really feels like, I don't know, it just adds to that scope. Like, and as you were saying, 70s, well, specifically like the Pertwee era, sort of move away from studio sets for well, not completely, but for there's a lot more location work, because they can afford to do that and keep the budget down a little bit, because we're set on Earth, so let's go film it on a location in Earth. We've not got to make it look like and there's a real, I don't know, there's a real like, part of me wants to say coziness, but even that's not quite what I mean. I mean, I think there is a lot of this with it being, TV from like 60 years ago, that does feel like,
it's comfort, isn't it?
But also,
like, you'd sit down, kick your feet up.
Yeah, like, I think you buy into the scope of like, wow, this is like.
Well, it's the best episode to kind of like get what you're saying is Planet of Giants in season 2, because the built sets to enlarge them so much so that they are tiny little versions of themselves, and little ants, so to speak. Like, it still feels so real. The little ants, they're just little guys, and I will always like be in awe over the sets, because they feel so real and they give so much like depth to the story, and they're all it's cozy Who.
It's cozy Who.
It's cozy, it's impressive, it's charming, it's just classic Who, and I love it. But to go back onto the episode that we are talking about now, I think they do really well with the set here, just to jump off your point, because they make, as I said, they make the jungle feel really like dingy, tense, claustrophobic. It's all around you. It feels so it feels large in a different way, in the way that you said, where you don't know what's beyond the darkness, and that's how they get that kind of distance and build that world. Whereas when you jump to where the kind of conference room that you were discussing, they expand it in a different way, where it's that sci-fi clinical futuristic set where it's all clean, and you can tell it's all kind of like whites and like really light kind of like sci-fi colors, like for that time.
Yeah.
And they enlarge it by putting that huge ramp down the middle, and you can see the distance that the Dalek has to take to get to the foreground. Like,
Yeah.
they build the sets and create the worlds in two such contrasting ways, but still giving you that effect that this is a really big, like, adventure.
Yeah. It's the
like
it
this.
amplifies
The
the
scope is
scope of
big.
the story, doesn't it?
100%. And because this is a really big story that they're trying to do anyway, like the actual threat is big, and they're handling a lot. I think they do it so well in their set design as well. It just looks amazing. It feels I am really, really, like, in love with everything they've done.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Just so you know. Well, there's
Just so you know.
that was like my first big thing that I took from this, and there's a few other little bits of direction and visuals that we'll touch upon later for specifics.
It's just like what episode are you on right now? Because I don't want to jump to episode 3.
We're on episode 1.
Okay.
I was just going to bring us back to episode 1.
Yeah, sorry.
So, but the first note that I wrote down is I've got a question for you.
Oh gosh.
What's up with Stephen?
Yeah.
So Stephen at the start of this is like ill or injured.
He's poorly. He is poorly, yeah. What happened? Because I wasn't a fan of the Mythmakers. So I need to remember. The ones that I don't like, necessarily, I just kind of erase because I need the storage space.
She's not got the hardware to be storing this stuff.
I really don't. My memory is poor. I can't remember what happened to him. It was...
Does he get in a fight or something? Because it breaks out into...
I can't remember.
All-out war, doesn't it, in that last episode?
It does, yeah. I honestly can't remember. I wasn't a massive fan of that. I think my review of that was, yeah, it exists, and I don't really have anything to say on the fact. And then I watched Daleks Master Plan. So
okay,
don't ask me because I can't remember.
Sure.
Soz. Something absolutely happened. A lot happened, but it was again reconstruction. So I was just trying to get through it.
Fair enough. I love Nick Courtney in this.
Oh my god, isn't he amazing? Okay, calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down. It's because I was listening to Big Finish today with him in it as well, and that really made me happy. So I'm just kind of like on a Nicholas Courtney like thing today. So we're just gonna calm down a second. I love watching this and going, this is his audition tape for the Brigadier.
Well, I've got some an interesting bit of trivia regarding that later on.
It has to be. He did such an amazing job that they were like, of course we've got to bring him back. And he didn't even have to audition because that was his audition. And they were like, here, do you want to be the Brigadier? And he was like, yeah, I do. And that's how it is because he's just phenomenal. I love him so much. And he looks so young. He looks like such a little young...
Yeah, he's got...
Go on.
I've just put here, it's easy to see why they got him back later on because he's got so much
100%.
presence and...
Yeah. He's one of those actors which is great, which every actor should do and is definitely taught in drama school, but they don't always remember or do it, is even when you're in the background or when you... Obviously, it's always like action reaction, isn't it? And he is one of those actors that even in the background, he's still performing and he's still acting and he's still reacting to everything that's going on in the room and he's looking at this and he's doing this. and you can see it throughout.
Yeah.
And he's just so wonderful, and all of his just like micro expressions, and you can see every single thought and like feeling and like response to anything that the man interacts with. You can see it written all over his face. He's such a great
Yeah.
performer.
And I think the character of Brett is really good as well. Like, he's a really interesting addition to that core cast for those first few episodes.
I was gonna say it shakes up the team.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's interesting because you're never quite sure where you stand with him. Like, because he's got some charm, but he's also, we're first introduced to him as he's like got the Doctor at gunpoint and
threatening the Doctor.
Yeah. And you're never quite sure. Can we trust this guy? Is he just gonna,
I think that watching and being so in love with the Third Doctor and his stories ruined it for me, in the sense that whenever I watch this, I'm just like, it's just the Brig, so he's fine. I trust him. And it's like, you probably shouldn't, because it's not the Brig, and he did just have the Doctor at gunpoint, and he is like only thinking of himself and survival. He does warm up, as his character progresses until he dies. Spoiler alert. But yeah, I think I watch it and I'm like, it's fine. And it's not. You shouldn't trust him straight away just because he's the Brigadier,
he's
a
Nick
completely
Courtney.
different character in another season. Yeah.
Yeah, he's great. He's great, and he's a really interesting wrinkle to that dynamic of the cast. I think Stephen doesn't get a lot to do in the.
He's poorly.
I mean,
he's just so poorly.
I'd say probably in
lays there a little bit.
In the first half, he doesn't really get that much to do. I've got a note here from the second episode where I've just put, I'd love to know what's in those tablets Stephen took, because he's right as rain now.
He's bouncing.
I don't know what was in those things, but I'm gonna speak to Brett Vine and see if I can get some of those for the next time I got a hangover.
I really like the Doctor's response.
I'll have some of that.
I don't know what you're talking about. What are you taking?
It's a Barocca. It's like a rehydration.
Oh.
Like
electrolytes
and like usually like vitamin C and zinc and stuff.
I don't drink, so I don't need hangover cure things. I'm just boring, I guess. Or I don't get invited to anyone. I like the Doctor's response to it, where he's like, yes, of course, that makes sense that he'd have those tablets. Anyway.
Yeah.
And that's the only address that we get.
It's like the writers just had the Doctor go, don't think about it, it makes sense. Anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
Oh well, speaking of the Doctor, he's got some really like lovely bits in this. Like you were saying about how the things that you would miss in a reconstruction or an animation, like all of his little
talking to himself,
like chuckles. Yeah, I love that bit in the first episode where he's like, "Oh, you've left the key in the door. That's your first mistake." Like,
and seeing his little face, and he's all like really happy about
like,
it. It's like,
you mischievous little imp. You little.
I love him so much.
Pixie.
He's just. He is the perfect actor to have as the first Doctor and continue this journey through. Like, he's just. I don't have words.
He feels like a little sprite. Do you know what I mean?
But in a different way to how the second Doctor, because the second Doctor feels like a little sprite, a little mischievous sprite. But the first Doctor has a different kind of sprite energy. Like he's like granddaddy sprite.
Yeah, and I think you really get to see that grandfatherliness with his relationship with Katharina, which I think is a nice. Obviously, we've had it with Susan, we've had it with Vicky, and now we get it with Katharina. And it's a nice sort of continuation of that little.
Of that kind of like relationship that he has with.
Yeah, that little corner of his characterization, I think.
Yeah.
And it's almost a shame that I think, when obviously once Katerina's died and she's not in the story, that
He's missing.
grandfatherliness to that character dies with her.
Yeah, with her.
Because he, obviously we get Sarah come in for the rest of the story, but I mean, we'll talk about Sarah Kingdom in a bit, but she doesn't need a granddad to hold her hand. So it, and I think that's one of the key sort of facets of Hartnell's Doctor for me in my head. So the fact that for the vast majority of this story we don't really get that. It feels, I think, I miss it. I was missing that sort of, oh, come on, my dear, kind of thing. And there's a little bit of that with Sarah, where he's, but it's not that. It's not so much that caring, like it's more. I don't know. He sort of I feel like he sees her more like a peer.
They're more mature. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the same dynamic or relationship.
Yeah. He's just being nice.
Kind. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas like with Katerina or Vicky, it's that, oh, come along, my dear, and
like paternal type.
Yeah, like he's looking after her. Which, and that's not to say that I think that he should have looked after Sarah or anything, or that Sarah's character should have been more in need of that by any stretch, because I really like what they do with Sarah's character. But I think it's interesting because that grandfatherliness is such like a key aspect of his character in my head that I felt like it was kind of missing. But Bill's great in this, like all those little expressions,
his little giggles and
and like Daleks, like so good.
I love it when he sees the Daleks for the first time and he pulls that face and the camera's like right under his nose.
Yeah, Daleks. Also his hair once he's been roughed up by Brett.
Thank you. Can we talk about the wig? Okay, I would just like to say, everyone knows that my wig game is like peak, right? Can we all agree? We all know Kat knows her wigs. Did I know that when you had wigs? Where you wore wigs? Have you worn wigs? I had no idea that he was wearing a wig this whole time.
What?
I didn't know that was a wig.
Did you not?
I didn't.
Oh my god.
I watched it, then saw on Twitter everyone going on about his wigs, and I went, "What do you mean? What you know that clip of Jennifer, what's her face, Lawrence, and she's like, "What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?" And she's like crying. That's how I felt. I was like, "What do you mean he's wearing a wig? That's his hair. That's not his hair. That's not his hair." That's not his hair, by the way.
That's not his hair.
So for anyone whoever didn't know that he's wearing a wig,
no one.
He's wearing a wig.
Just you.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah, but
his little ruffled hair. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, like, my last note on this episode, he's just got a magnetic chair in the TARDIS.
Do you not think that's so? Okay, here's another thing that I absolutely love about Classic Who. How experimental they are with things in the TARDIS, especially with the First Doctor era.
Yeah.
Because, like, you'll see the set change all of the time in the TARDIS to cater for whatever they're writing about this week. So, one area, you've got, like, a little food dispenser and water, because of course you do. Now you've got a magnetic chair. And I love that he's just there, and there's, like, nothing holding him down. So what the hell is magnetic?
Well, I think that...
Because he's not... There's no, like, magnetic clamps or anything.
No, but the implication is that the arms of the chair are keeping his arms fixed.
Yeah, but but we're not magnetic.
Yeah, I don't think they thought that far through.
Yeah. So I was
Maybe
looking.
it's like the button on his like coat or something. I
I
don't know.
mean, maybe, but is that enough? Because then surely you just stand up and slip your jacket off. That's what I'd
Well,
do.
maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Like
Magnetic in the sense.
yeah. Maybe it's like some other form of magnetic
Anyway, I don't
force.
care because I love how experimental it is.
I've just put here magnetic chair. I love this stupid show.
Yeah, because of
Uh-huh.
course. And is the doctor being cheeky? Like, I'd like to see. He doesn't say it like this, but when it's like, I'd like to see how he gets out of this one.
Yeah.
But he doesn't say that. But like, that's the essence of it. He's like, ha ha ha! I've got you in a magnetic chair. Have fun. And it's just like, for God's sake, of course you do, and of course you have.
Should we move on to episode 2? Because I realise we've been
How
talking
is
about
that
episode 1
episode
for a
one
long time.
still?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting a headache.
Yeah, don't worry, because I feel like once we get past about episode 3, 4,
It will
I'll
be.
have a lot less to say.
Me too. I think then we can do what I said to Rob and the whole middle section just to condense into 2 episodes because it doesn't need to be a 12 story.
We'll come to
Series.
that in a bit. So, episode 2, Day of Armageddon.
Yeah.
Again, really nicely shot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of the same points from the first episode, really.
Yeah.
All this stuff sort of on Kemble feels quite coherent.
Yeah.
Which is something I can't really extend to some of the other episodes. But okay, first big point: Dalek flamethrowers, fucking sick.
Don't they look so cool?
So good.
So cool.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
So
And
cool.
the Daleks generally, as we've said, just look really cool in this. I've put a note here which I don't remember writing, but actually reflecting on it, I know I was just talking about how I really like the Doctor's sort of like grandfatherliness, and like how he sort of he'll go, "Oh, my child," and
Yeah.
"Oh, my dear." I feel like I found it a little bit patronising with Katarina, and I feel like maybe that's because she does feel like an actual child.
It's because, right, and this is a point that I wanted to actually talk about. I'm really conflicted with her character because you've got that kind of like wanderlust, like stargazer, because she's never seen anything like this before. And this is so out of her kind of like realm of possibility. Like there's that beautiful shot when she's like reaching out into the stars, like up to the stars and stuff.
In episode 3,
episode 3.
that's my favourite. I'm glad these episodes are back just for that moment alone.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful, beautiful little, like such a short beat.
Yeah.
But it does so much for her character and also makes it so much more tragic
when she
dies. Yeah.
Dies, yeah. But so it like you're right. It does so much for her character, and that's what the direction that they were I think trying to go for, but also because she was pretty much like that in Mythmakers as well. Like not to that extent because she didn't know any of that exists, but like she was characterized the same. So I think it does become like a little bit, especially it's hard because in that context as well, he's like, why are you asking so many questions? Why can't you just be like her? And she's just kind of like staring at the stars.
Yeah, why can't you be like her and do
like
everything? And she's just like, ah.
Do everything and don't question anything. Why do you have to question me? Just be like her. Like he's saying that to like a bunch of men, and there's just like a woman staring at the stars like, this is so pretty. So I think it does some things accidentally become a bit patronizing or makes her a smaller character, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like kind of not belittles her, but like boxes her in a little bit.
I think it kind of does belittle her a little bit though. Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think it's intentional. I think it just happens to end up that way.
Well, it's interesting because of like,
because she's a woman.
but also like there's bits in that first episode where the doctor's like, "Oh, you can't get in because not got the key," and she's like, "What's a key?" Like,
Yeah.
which obviously for the contextually, it's like, well, yeah, I guess she wouldn't know what a key is,
Yeah.
but it's like I completely understand why they had to write her out.
Yeah.
I've got a little bit about it in trivia, but like,
Yeah.
I've just put it must have been such a ball ache for them
Yeah.
to like
To like
be
say all
like,
these
oh,
things.
she wouldn't know what that is, or like, oh, we're gonna have to explain that to like
Yeah.
it. I really like the idea of, you know, someone from an ancient civilization being taken into this sci-fi world,
Yeah.
and I love that how she contextualizes it, where she thinks the doctor's a god and she's in the
Yeah.
afterlife,
I love
and
the language that she uses as well.
yeah, that the TARDIS is this sort of like temple,
Temple.
and
Yeah.
like all of that is really, really lovely.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, I completely see why they're like, yeah, this is not sustainable.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
is what I mean. I feel like a lot of things unfortunately happen to end up a certain way because of the position that they're kind of put in with the character.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I can see why it might come across a bit patronizing and stuff at times.
And I should say this is no slight on Adrienne Hill at all, because I think she does brilliantly with like she injects a real sort of life and charm into that.
Yeah.
And I think without that performance, I'd be going, God, she's annoying.
Yeah.
Like, but there's a real like sweetness and
But I love how like doting and caring she is over Stephen when he's ill, and she's just there and she's like, I was gonna say protecting, but not protecting, but she's caring and she's making sure he's okay, and she's doing all the things. I think it's really sweet.
And it also helps, like, obviously when Brett's like, just give him these tablets that I've got, and I think because she is so innocent and naive, that if that were Vicky or Susan, we'd have 3 episodes of her going, well, how do I know that you're not trying to poison him? And like, whereas because it's Katerina, she's like, okay,
oh, that sounds great.
yeah, oh yes, that will help him be better. I want Stephen to be better. It's quite sweet. The innocence of it is quite, it's endearing, but I can understand why they were like, we can't keep this up.
What's a key?
What's a key? So I've also got a note here where I've put Zephon walked so that the adherents of the repeated meme could run. And another note that I made and then later on realised something about it. So the note I made is a gorgeous set of acrylics on Mavic Chen.
Yep.
And then later on, I realised that is just one of the cosmetic changes they've made to Kevin Stoney to portray him as quote marks East Asian. So let's talk about this, because
do we have to?
Well, I feel like it'd be amiss to not talk about it briefly.
Okay.
Kevin Stoney, who I should say, I think is really good.
Yeah,
I think he's really good in this.
Yeah.
I think he's even better in The Invasion.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Well, no, he's better in The Invasion.
But I think this is a really, really great performance. Like he really gives it some oomph. I've just put Kevin Stoney's great, really threatening. Shame about the racism.
Yeah.
So Kevin Stoney is a white actor.
He is, yeah, and they definitely change him, don't they?
They're doing yellowface.
Yeah.
They're doing yellowface.
They are.
They've.
I don't understand why, because even for the character, there's no reason why you would have to do that. Do you know what I mean?
There's no reference to him being East Asian, like within the script.
Yeah.
It's also not great that, you know, this is one of the few examples that comes to mind of like East Asian representation in this era of the show.
Yeah.
It's not great that you've made him this cackling villain.
Yeah.
Paired with the fact that in a few stories' time we've got the Celestial Toymaker.
Yep.
Who they dress in sort of East Asian Mandarin garbs. And they've given him this sort of like very traditional sort of like, again, quote marks, like man of the Orient, like facial hair.
But I think,
and the long nails, and they've tanned his skin up, like they've put makeup on him to slightly darken his skin.
Yeah.
They've done something with the wig line that's like pulling back his eyes slightly.
Yeah.
And watching it, it's like, oh, this isn't also great, is it?
There's that, which is obviously really important, obviously. And then, but when I'm watching it as well, I think he looks the most out of place with the whole kind of Dalek cohort, should we say? Like all of the other like galaxy people, because they're all
the other
like,
delegates.
Yeah, because sorry, I couldn't think of the name. Thank you. All the other delegates, because they all look so alien and different, and I understand that he's like human, but like he doesn't even look it. Like it would have just him being himself, but dress him up a bit and make him look a bit villainous, like panto villain, but he'll perform it naturally so it won't look like a panto villain, would have been more successful than what they done with his costuming here, I feel.
Yeah. There's just like, no
it's
need.
So unnecessary.
There's so many other options you can take. One, you could get an East Asian actor to play the character.
Yeah.
Although, again, the whole thing of like East Asian representation, it being a villain. Also, I'm not saying that East Asian people can't play villains or like be antagonists or have like negative portrayals or anything like that. It's just when those are the only portrayals that you've got in your show and in the wider sort of media landscape of the time, it's not a great look. See Talent of Wang Chiang. Or just have him as English or American or like, you know, like just have Kevin Stoney play it as his own race.
Yeah.
Is that I know that might seem a wild idea, you know, but I think that could have worked, personally.
Yeah.
I think you could have a white man play a white man.
What?
I know. Yeah, so that's a bit of a thorn in the side of this serial.
Yeah.
But, you know, we got to mention it because it's quite a big element of it.
Yeah.
But onto some nicer things. A couple of lines that made me laugh. You mentioned it earlier, Brett going, "What's the matter with Grandpa?"
Yeah, I love it. It's his face that he pulls first. He's like, what's the matter with Grandpa?
He's got a proper little scowl going on.
Yeah, I love it.
I also love the line just before that where the Doctor's like, it's just a beautifully written line. I love the alliteration in it because it feels so First Doctor to say, where he's like, "That's why we're stranded on this pimple of a planet whilst you footle with a fuse box."
Yeah.
So that's great. That's just a lovely bit of dialogue. Love it. That's the end of my notes for episode 3, and that's the end of the serial, isn't it? So what did we think?
No, because I really enjoyed the last episode. So
yeah, obviously those are the two missing episodes. We're very glad to have them back.
Yeah,
they look
they're
great.
just so good. There's so much that you don't realize happens. And I know that's like an obvious thing, like, well, yeah, of course, it's because you can't see it. I know. I'm just saying it really does make a difference. As someone who like has seen all the reconstructions like recently and like struggled with them a bit because it was very hard to keep engagement and kind of like see what people were thinking and feeling, and I can't just go off their kind of tone. It having the episodes was just honestly fantastic.
Yeah,
it just added so much life to the story. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, I don't think I'd have enjoyed them nearly as much without having that, as we said, Douglas Camfield's direction, being able to see those little bits of those smaller little nuances of the performances of the cast that really, as you say, give it some life and really sort of elevate the whole thing.
The direction was just honestly stand out.
Yeah, really,
the first
really
two
good.
episodes are so good. Yeah.
And then we move on to episode 4. We're probably going to be a little bit more brief in these ones. Although I do have some things to say.
I'm sure you do.
Well, obviously, episode 4 begins with Katerina's death.
Yes. I remember watching that and going, what? Because it really is a shake-up from, like, the classic format. Because she's kind of obviously introduced as, like, this is what today's adventure's companion's going to be. And then they kill her off in the fourth episode. And I genuinely was like...
So did you know that she died prior to watching it?
No. I can't... Well, I couldn't... Because I'd only seen of the Daleks Master Plan before I watched it in December. I hadn't seen the reconstructions for it. So I had only seen just the episodes that were available and thought, this is confusing.
Well,
I remember being like, oh my God, I'm really shocked about this.
Well, I knew that she died, the same as I knew that Sarah died. And I think I'd seen clips of it, but like in context with the episodes prior and sort of having a bit more of an idea of her character. Like you say, it's such a
bold move for them to do.
And I think the abruptness of it as well, like it just feels really just out of left field. And I think that, you know, I think Peter Purvis is really good in that scene as well. Like he sort of sells that scream, that like Katerina, that like the anguish. It's just like I've got here just such a horrible, unexpected turn in the story, and it feels even more tragic with how like child coded the character is.
Right.
Like it's to have a character that is sort of defined by her innocence and like
childlike wonder.
Yeah, to have her brutally murdered
in such a way.
Yeah, because they, you know, like you say, that earlier moment from the episode previously where she's reaching out to the stars.
Yeah.
And to have that be ultimately the thing that kills her. Yeah, like it's rough, man. It's really tragic.
But I think it's a really good shake-up, and you kind of go, oh, okay, nothing
is
safe. Like safe or secure in this story. Yeah.
Yeah. My next note: Brett's very trigger happy. Doesn't take much for him to kill his old mate, does it?
No.
He's like, no, he would never work for Maverick Chen. He would never betray me. And the doctor's like, I never said his name was Maverick Chen. I think he is. And he's like, Doctor, you're right. Bang.
Bang.
Imagine if the doctor was like, oh, Oh no, sorry, I did say Mavit Chen actually. No,
Yeah, no, sorry, that
thinking
was
about it.
no,
No, I did
actually,
actually. Yeah,
and it's like,
no,
oh,
my bad.
whoops. Yeah, he is very black and white. This character, he's like, oh, you're evil. Okay, bye.
Hmm.
You're dead now.
And then equally, I've got a point here that simply says Sarah Kingdom means fucking business.
Yeah, she comes on. I, I can't say what I was gonna say. I was gonna say she comes on. She's got boss bitch energy.
I think you can say that.
I can't say she's got boss bitch energy.
I have a note that calls it that says boss bitch. So
I just say
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Well, I completely agree. She comes on. She's got boss bitch energy. She's like,
She does.
right, this is it. Strong female characters. That's what I can say.
Yeah, and that it feels like such a uh, not to say that there haven't been strong female characters up to this point, but I
It's a
think
nice palette cleanse, isn't it?
yeah, I think because you know, sort of in terms of like female companions, we've had Susan, we've had Vicky, we've had Katerina,
Mm-hmm.
and they're all sort of more innocent, younger. Obviously, we've
The
had
only mature
Barbara,
one we'll have is Barbara.
um, but even then, because it's early '60s Doctor Who, there's a lot of screaming, there's a lot of being rescued, there's
Yeah,
you
but
know.
she does credit where credit's due. She holds her own.
No, absolutely. Like I think she's got like the strongest will
Yeah,
of those characters,
but
and
she does fall to those into those tropes a little bit.
yeah, exactly. Whereas Jean Marsh as Sarah comes on, and she's just like, "Yeah, I'll kill my brother. I don't give a fuck."
Yeah. Give me the gun.
Yeah. Um, but she just the way she holds herself. She's just like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
I've 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 got things down." Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and that's sort of the almost cliffhanger. Like her walking on is almost like the cliffhanger to episode 4
Yeah.
of it being, and she's like, "Yeah, I'll go after the Terranium," and it feels earned as a cliffhanger. Like even though we've
Yeah.
only literally just been introduced to this character, it's like, oh, who's this gal?
Yeah.
She's gonna kick down some doors.
And you know what? What I will say is, even though we only really, how many episodes do we get with her? 8.
Yeah, about 8.
And bearing in mind you can't see her for a lot of them if you're
Mm.
watching the reconstructions. Her introduction feels earned, and
Mhm.
that cliffhanger feels earned, but so does her death, which is, I'm not jumping to the end, but it just
Yeah.
shows how like well constructed her and thought out her character is.
I feel like a lot of it is down to Jean Marsh, just
Most
giving
probably, yeah.
that performance.
Great performance, yeah.
Um, yeah, she's got some really. I mean, I think the little, not to discredit the writing, because I think the reveal that Brett was her brother is a really interesting little wrinkle.
Yeah.
And again, it makes this story that bit bleaker.
Yeah.
We've killed off Katerina,
Mm-hmm.
which doesn't happen. You don't kill off the Doctor Who companion. Like,
And especially not on episode 4.
yeah, just at the start of episode
At the
4.
beginning.
Oh, like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, oh, this character's just shot her brother,
Yeah.
but she's on our side now. Like, do you know what I mean? There's really interesting like morality going on.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's not afraid to be quite bleak for
Mm-hmm.
this 60s family TV show, which
Yeah.
is why when later on it gets a bit more like The Chase,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well, okay,
whoa,
let's talk about
okay.
it.
Okay.
Let's talk about it because we're there now. Let's talk about it. Because I do feel like that was my first, like, as I was watching it, in every single one of my notes I was like, it feels like The Chase. It feels like what I wanted The Chase to be. It feels like they did The Chase and was like, okay, right, this is how I'd edit it and make it better, and then they put it in the middle of the Dalek Master Plan.
Yeah. I I don't know, because I quite like the chase. I know you don't, but
No, I think it could have been like a lot better than it was. I started to enjoy it when I was like long time hater of the chase, and then I did watch it again, and then was like, okay, like I did enjoy bits, and I thought it was like a fun run around, whatever. But I did think that like halfway through the Dalek Master Plan, I was like, oh, this is a better version, like of what I would have wanted from the chase.
yeah, and I think even in its format and like structuring, because we are sort of hopping between times
Yeah,
and planets and
and
all
the
these
and the
different
Daleks are
characters.
chasing the Doctor.
Yeah, exactly. Um, like all of the stuff in Egypt feels like that could be an episode of The Chase.
Yeah,
And I don't mean the
I
one with Bradley
think.
Walsh. I mean the
Yeah,
60s
every time
series.
I say the chase, I think Bradley Walsh.
Dun dun diddle diddle dun dun diddle
Which
diddle
is
dun.
really funny because if you didn't know, Bradley Walsh
Was actually
becomes Graham, the
in the
companion.
Sarah Jane
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Adventures.
As well in the most terrifying episode of Sarah Jane Adventures, Day of the Clown, which gave kids nightmares across England
um, and Wales and Scotland. Thank you. And Northern
and
Ireland.
Wales. I was going to say the world and then realised that was too big, probably. And
um,
then my brain sold for England. So
I mean, I've got a note here that's I can't help feeling that Daleks in ancient Egypt should feel more fun. Like,
I thought all of the ancient Egypt stuff was just so balmy.
yeah, it's weird. Like, what's going
I
on?
was like, why are we here? Take me back to the jungle.
Yeah, like it's such a tone shift
It's yeah,
from
and
that really
also
bleak, like dark. Oh my god, the Daleks are,
they're lurking in the shadows.
yeah, and they're powerful, and nothing can stop them, and people are dying and
Yeah,
killing their family and all of this,
yeah,
and then all of a sudden the Doctor's strolling around with a cane and his little hat,
yeah.
like, and
And and we've got the meddling monk now for some reason.
yeah, like what? Okay, so
I just want to say, just before Leo gets in, he did just put his head in his hands, rub his eyes under his
I
glasses, and was
did
like,
just,
"Yeah, let's
yeah,
talk."
just pinch the bridge of my nose. Um,
Yeah,
I I really like the monk. I really like the monk as a
I
character.
do too.
I
Me
really
too.
like Peter Butterworth as the monk.
As the
Um,
monk, yeah, me too. And I
I've
think that he should get more episodes, more screen time. Like, give me the meddling monk. But why on earth is he in the middle of? No, not even the middle. The later quarter
yeah,
of the
it's
Daleks
like
Master Plan.
he's great, but
Yeah,
why is he here? Like in this
yeah.
story?
Why is he? Does he not have his own story?
Yeah, and I even quite like. I saw somebody say it might have even been Beth and David from the Who Watch podcast. Sorry,
Link below.
not that I'm promoting other podcasts. Don't listen to other people. Listen to us. Um,
Yeah,
but also go and listen to the Who Watch podcast because it's really good. Um,
yeah,
but I think they were saying like the idea that a villain can turn up to seek revenge on the Doctor whilst he's already in the middle of an adventure, and it just being
yeah.
like,
Well,
oh, can you? I'm already dealing with something. Can you just piss off?
can you
Like,
not be here?
and
Yeah,
the monk is the perfect villain for that because he is.
yeah.
I've written here like Peter Butterworth is so good. I love how much of a tricky little shit he is.
No, I do agree. I do agree. The
But
only reason why I disagree in this instance is because we've already got it's 12 episodes and already we got lost in the middle.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I love the idea that he turns up in a story, like in the middle of a story,
Yeah,
whilst
just not this
and
one.
he's just a nuisance. But it's like,
Yeah,
don't do it in the middle of this, like when you've set it up as this like bleak, like really quite dour, serious,
yeah.
quite dark story,
And
and
it's got such
then
like
just 180 it. Like,
Yeah.
it feels like it doesn't really recover from. I feel like quality wise, it dips from episode 3/4
Yeah.
generally, but
Yeah.
it doesn't really recover from the Feast of Stephen, like doing a
Well,
180 with its tone, and then
I was
it's
gonna
not really
say,
till the real backstretch, like the last 2 episodes, that it kind of goes,
yeah.
oh yeah, the story.
Yeah. Well, it's because they were like, oh, well, we can't really, do this for. When did it was Christmas Day, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that I completely get, and I've got a
So
load
they
of
were like,
trivia about it,
yeah,
but
it
it's
doesn't. I agree.
I mean episode 7 is the only one which is the Feast of Stephen,
Hmm.
that I had no notes for. Well, I've got one note, and
And
I've
it's
just
what?
I've just written no words.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's
Yeah.
and the thing is, I don't even dislike it.
No, it's just balmy.
It's nuts, and I quite like it. It's it's obviously in the vein of that, like Dennis Spoon, like the Romans or something
Yeah.
like that very sort of camp, like weird farcical comedy.
Yeah.
And I quite like the idea. I quite like the idea of a 60s Christmas special that's just a bit like meh. But also
Not
it
in the middle of
feels
this
not in the
story.
middle of this. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the issue, that this story has so many ideas, and it's like, just not for this one. Just,
Yeah, save it.
you've got 12 episodes here. Why don't we? Script
Hmm.
editor. Here we go. Why don't we cut this chunk because it's just filler? Or some of it's filler, some of it is really good stuff. Let's chop these bits together, put it together. Here you go. Now you've got a 5-6 part story. Now you've got 6 other parts to tell a brand new story
Hmm.
with the other ideas you've got. So we've got the meddling monk. Let's put him in the middle of this adventure.
Well, I've got some trivia that might answer why.
Okay. I'm scared because I've heard some horror stories on like some of the sets of Classic Who, so I'm scared what this could be.
But yeah, like I mean, episode 8. My first note here is
Yeah.
good to get back to the actual plot, right? And then the
Yeah.
following note is actually it's sort of not,
It's sort of
because
not the plot.
then all of a sudden, my word, look at that! There's a police telephone box on the pitch, and we're in a cricket commentator's box because the TARDIS is just rocked up. Like, again, that whole scene, really quite funny. I really enjoyed
Yeah.
it. But it's a load of fluff.
What
Like,
is it?
it really doesn't need to be
Yeah.
here. It's really odd to include that in this serial.
It's just the way I think because it had such a strong setup and it was really like this kind of like dangerous, like high stakes, like the Daleks are gonna try and take over and blow up the universe or whatever,
Mm.
and now they're just in the middle of a cricket field.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of like, um, if you had a sort of like continuing story of like Turn Left over like 12 episodes, but in the middle of it you had the Unicorn and the Wasp.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like what? No,
What are you
just
doing?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So the monk turning up is. I've put here. Is it just me, or does Peter Butterworth have some Patrick Troughton vibes?
Oh, 100%.
Can you see that?
100%. I
Okay.
see it. I see
I
it.
I thought
Yeah.
I was
I
going
see
mad.
it. No, I see it.
So also the cliffhanger with his little mummified hand coming out of the sarcophagus pissed myself.
I love that. I love it. I
Just
thought it was really funny.
nuts.
But hey, not the tone of the story.
Yeah, that's what I mean. In a vacuum, like having this like kind of balmy. This is why I like The Chase, because it's not a it's not a serious sort of like it knows it's kind of tongue in cheek.
I know, but it feels odd to do that with Daleks. That's what my issue is.
Yeah, but like they've to a certain extent they kind of were that, like, because it's in the middle of Dalek Mania
and I don't like that.
Okay.
I'm boring. I'm a boring killjoy. There you go.
But you know what it is? It's the fact that you don't like the chase, but you like dimensions in time.
Yeah, but it's meant to be that way.
But I think the chase is meant to be that way. Anyway.
No, because it's with Daleks, and that's not how like the Daleks should be characterized. It doesn't feel right. It like for the chase, it just doesn't feel right for me. If it was any other alien, absolutely camp it up and let's go. But for the Daleks, it just doesn't feel like they're supposed to have funny, silly, comedic.
Okay.
Unless it's intentionally satirical, and like that's the kind of formula that you're going for, then I might be open to it.
I can, in fairness, I can see what you mean. I appreciate what you're saying.
Remember an allegory for Nazis?
Yeah.
And we've got a Dalek going, "Meh," and falling off a boat. Like, it's not what I see a Dalek doing.
Well, how do you feel about, like, in Evil of the Daleks, where they're Jamie, they're taking me for a ride?
I will keep my thoughts about the Evil of the Daleks to myself.
Okay. One note I've put here about episode 8. It's kind of impressive that even after the Feast of Stephen, this one still feels like the filler episode.
Yeah.
Like, it's admirable. That's well done.
Yeah, well done.
Right.
I love. Okay.
Question for you, Kat.
Oh God, I don't know.
What in the ever-living fuck is all of that shit about the ring and the key and the
I don't know.
The star, the light of the sun on this planet, the properties in the ring.
Okay. I feel I picked up on this was before I had seen like rewatched Dalek Master Plan. I had picked up that there's sometimes I think it was even in like the Web Planet or something. I could be wrong, but I think it was in the Web Planet. Like they do reference the Doctor's ring, and he has used the qualities of his ring before. So that didn't like strike me as like odd. In like the Doctor's using his ring. I don't know where all of this big significant like stuff that they were saying about it though came from. I was a bit like, okay.
Well,
like,
so the yeah, because in the Web Planet he can unlock the TARDIS with his ring.
Yeah.
Which I really like. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Like that's a fun little thing. But I think there's a difference between the ring being able to unlock the TARDIS and the ring being able to use its innate properties, exacerbated by the light of an alien sun, to dissolve this, like, I don't know what the monk's done to it, but he's basically removed the keyhole. So it's just sort of like a solid block. And now the Doctor's ring can just go, and that disappears and whatever. And also, it's like, there was no need for... It really feels like filler. It really feels like, oh, we've got 10 minutes, and the monks just sort of turned up, and they have their little... I mean, there's a great line from the Doctor where... Because the monk's like, oh, I managed to escape, and, you know, and all of this after you, like, fucked me over last time. And the Doctor's like, I'm sure it made for quite an uncomfortable ride, though I'm sure it didn't affect you much being an amateur. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Like, all of that, they have their little tiff. And then the monk basically locks his TARDIS and then pisses off.
Yeah.
And then the Doctor, Stephen and Sarah spend 5 minutes sort of sat around being like, and then he's like, oh, I'll use my ring. They get in. And then the monk's like, "Oh, bother! I'll get you
That's
next
annoying.
time, Doctor." And
Yeah.
then inside the TARDIS, Stephen's like, "What did you do? Like, how did you fix that?" And he's like, "Oh, well, my boy," and then explains something like just some waffle. And Stephen's like, "But what does that mean? How is it?" And the Doctor's like, "Oh, never mind. Shut up."
Literally, yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
I
There's in this episode, like there's we probably should do a counter of how many times the Doctor just goes, "Stop asking."
Yeah. Or just outwardly tells people to shut up. Like
Yeah.
he's
Just
challenging Peter Capaldi for the amount of times he goes, "Shut up."
He's literally like, "Can you just stop questioning my sci-fi abilities and just deal with it? It doesn't have to make sense to you."
But how odd is it that really we've sort of condensed, like how long we spent on those first 3 episodes, and then we've condensed, 6, 7 of them into that little chat there going, what was that about?
Because they should have been condensed in the first place.
Yes. So I think, and I know this might be sacrilege to say, I think that generally the Daleks Master Plan is a great, great story that is only 6 parts long.
6 episodes. That's exactly what I said. 6
Like,
episodes.
You could genuinely cut
5-6 episodes.
That middle
so
chunk.
Much of it. And it will be like one of the strongest, like most like threatening Dalek stories written in the classic era. 100%.
And it, like, I know we've moaned a little bit there. Overall, like I said, I still really enjoyed watching this.
Yeah.
And the fluffy, waffly filler bits don't detract from my enjoyment of those first 3.
Yeah.
But
I do really love the meddling monk. Oh
yeah,
yeah,
but bring it back later. Bring it back in the next story.
But yeah, just bring him back in another story. In the other 6 episodes that you cut, bring him back and have him there.
I mean, one other funny line that I've got here before we get onto the final episode: the Daleks with a sass line that would make Russell T Davies proud. You make your incompetence sound like an achievement.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Put that right there in their little sass off with the Cybermen in Doomsday.
Yeah.
This is not war, this is pest control.
Pest control. I love it. I love them so much.
Then finally, we get episode 12 rather. I mean, I should say kind of the wheels are back on by episode 11. Like once we've left Egypt,
it jumps back in.
It's like, and we're back.
Once we've left Egypt.
Yeah, once we've left Egypt.
So
basically,
wild to say.
This story is just all the stuff on Kemble.
Yeah.
Like, there's some. I mean, I guess the stuff where we're on Myra, like there's some nice stuff with the, what are they called? The Visions, the invisible creatures. Like,
I really liked all of that.
Trying to flail around to twat one of them is great.
I really, really, really liked all of that. Again, wrote in my review, why wasn't that idea used for a story of its own? Because you could flesh that out over 4 episodes and make a really tight story out of that.
And
I was so upset.
The shot of their footprints in the...
Yes.
Oh my god, that's sick. That's so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I genuinely sat up in my chair as that and went, huh?
That's incredible.
Oh, yes. Also, there's that really lovely beat of the Daleks thinking, like, not understanding what mice are and being like, these white creatures, are they hostile? That's a lovely little beat. But yeah, we get back for episode 11. We're basically just back into the plot.
Yeah.
And we think Mavit Chen's dead, but then he's not dead. He's faked it, and he's captured Sarah and Stephen.
Yeah.
And then for the final episode, I've just put, this one feels really tense.
it matches the energy of 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is, before I had episodes 1 and 3 that were magically found. Love that. This is why episode 12 was my favourite episode. Because it really feels... and the direction and the visuals of the ending sequence, specifically with Sarah, is something that has stayed with me for months.
Yeah, it's really harrowing, isn't it?
I love it. It's one of my favourite moments in Classic Who ever.
Yeah. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, yeah, it's just horrible.
So good.
Like, it's really, really...
It's awful.
Horrible, yeah.
Yeah. And I love it.
And
I eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I think also the two little bits in that final scene that really, really sold it for me. It's when Stephen goes to help the Doctor up, and the Doctor just lets out this like guttural scream where he's sort of like don't have it, and he's just like it's like, whoa, but you never see this Doctor like you see him tetchy and going, oh, shut up, he's all crotchety and blah blah blah. This feels like, I don't know, it feels like Last of the Time Lords, where Tennant's holding John Sim, and he and just lets out that scream, like that guttural, like, ah! Or like when Shooty sees Ruby in Boom fall down when she's been shot, and he just lets out that, ugh, like, I don't. There's something like, and it's not like a flattering sound, and
it's an honest, like, gut wrenching.
Yeah, out of context, it almost sounds like comedic, but like with the, and I say that because I know that in the recording, me going is going to sound really stupid, but like with the context of why where that reaction is coming from, I was like, oh my god, yeah. And then Peter Purvis in that final scene, just like how solemn he is, and it's like the Doctor's obviously kind of, to a certain extent, tried to brush it off a little bit. I don't think it's like in the same way that Peter Davison is like, oh, Adric wouldn't want us to mourn unnecessarily. Come on, let's, it's. I think it's him almost out of guilt, or like trying not to think about it himself, and then Stephen's just there like, Brett, Katarina, Sarah, everyone's dead. Like, this is like, hold up,
horrible.
He's brilliant. Like, I think that's one of my favorite little bits of acting from him in the whole show. That, and it's even more tragic because the next story is the bloody massacre, and Stephen goes through the ringer in that.
He does. I'm glad that we don't review classic episodes often, and I'm glad that the massacre is going to be one that we're never going to review.
Who says that?
Me. I will do everything in my power.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
So you might be wondering, wow, that was a bit of an abrupt end. I don't know why. Why did that TARDIS sound effect come in?
You might be wondering how we got here.
Yeah. So we've been recording for about 3 hours. Although
3 hours and 3 minutes, actually, to be precise.
Yeah, and you'll notice that you've not got to a 3 hour and 3 minute mark in the episode. That's because the previous hour on my side just decided not to record. And like idiots, we did not.
Hold on, don't say we. My audio is fine.
Like idiots, we did not do a backup recording.
Oh, yeah.
We are collective in this. We'll share that burden.
We're collective. I'll share that.
Please don't put this all on me.
Please don't put it all on me. Although you are our technical director, so
yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, so there's an hour that we've just lost.
Yeah.
In that hour we were saying about how hopefully I'll be able to. We're recording this on Tuesday evening. Hopefully I'll be able to get it up for the normal time on Wednesday. But that does mean that we're not going to be able to re-record that hour because it's now 11 p.m. and Kat has work in the morning.
I do. And we also have another podcast to record after this, don't we? Which I don't think is happening.
I don't think so. I think that may have to be...
Thank you. I need to go to bed.
Yeah. Kat was like, we can record it again. We can re-record it. I don't think we can. You are almost... Like, throughout, just at the end of that, the thing I'm most annoyed about losing all of the trivia section gone. Don't care. That's fine. It's you at the end leaning back away to do your crochet and me going, Kat, stop leaning away from the microphone.
Yeah, at least my microphone was recording.
Wow. It's like that, is it? Okay.
No, it's not like that. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, so no trivia section this week, I'm afraid.
What we'll do is on Twitter we'll release a PDF of the trivia section so you can read along if you want.
Maybe I'll put it on the Patreon.
Okay, I'll put it on the Patreon.
It's like a free post on the Patreon.
I was going to say, because that really sucks for people that don't pay for our Patreon.
But you should come and pay for our Patreon, because we have to...
You absolutely should. However, just because your audio didn't record doesn't mean that just Patreon exclusives.
Yep. We're putting it behind a paywall for my computer throwing a tantrum.
Your computer, yeah.
Like, our overall thoughts, we said, basically, this could make a really good 6-episode serial.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the stuff that's in there that's good is great. And there's just a lot of padding. So, thanks very much for watching. Sorry for the very abrupt end. But, you know, how else? I can't think of a better way to celebrate the Say So podcast's first anniversary with a colossal technical fuck-up.
I think it's really funny that we're talking about missing episodes and missing footage.
Yeah, this is all a bit. We didn't even record it.
This is all a bit.
Yeah, it's meta. But yeah, you can find us in the usual places. Kat, what's your social handles? I'm not even going to do the thing.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at simplykatie_XO. Where can they find you, Tim?
Thanks very much for asking. They can find me also on the Twitter at Sun and Biscuits and on the Sun and Biscuit YouTube channel, which you may very well be listening to this here podcast on right now.
Right now.
Thanks for watching. Yeah, you can also find us at thesayswhopod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. If you'd like to support us further, as mentioned, you can join us over on Patreon, where we've got lots of exciting exclusive content, including bonus podcasts and episodes, video, movie commentaries. What am I saying?
What?
I don't know.
What are we doing over there?
But, we're doing stuff, and it's cool. You should come and see. Next week, we're back for... we're going to be ranking every 10th Doctor episode on a lovely little tier list, and Kat's got some appalling takes.
No, it's all you, mate.
So make sure to come and join us for that. Please give us a like, share, subscribe, follow, give us a review on Spotify or Apple or wherever you get your podcasts. But
it obviously has to be 5 stars.
Obviously has to be 5 stars. Why would you give it anything less? And I think if we get any 5-star reviews, we'll start reading them out on the pod.
Yeah, 5 stars.
There you go. There's your incentive. You can have a 5-star review.
No, it also doesn't have to be 5-star review, but any review we'll probably start reading out on the pod because that's quite nice. So
that's true. Yeah, even if it's a 1-star review.
Trigger. That's a trigger.
A 1-star review. What?
What episode is it from?
But yeah, let us know what you thought of the Daleks Master Plan and these new missing episodes. Not our new missing episode, but you'll be happy to know that next week we're back in person, and there'll be none of this rubbish going on.
That we're never recording remotely ever again, by the way.
It's your fault for having bloody beetles in your carpet. Thanks very much for listening. I'm sure this has been absolutely unhinged, and I'm sorry you had to go through it.
Me too.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
See you later. Oh, God.
I can't believe it.
Honestly, I'm surprised it's taken this long for that to happen.